Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.
Excellent. Hi, Patricia.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going well.
Wow. All right. So me and a bunch of other people just saw The Star yesterday.
How'd you like it?
I thought it was really interesting. I think I'm a bit old for it myself.
Yes.
And luckily the theater was packed with like plenty of people who weren't and who
Right.
were ready for it and engaged to it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, your particular role in this, definitely heavy towards the end. What was it like working on, I guess, a faith-based property, a faith-based cartoon? Even though the movie has like a ton of physical humor, a ton of other stuff.
Yes.
But I wonder if there's anything different about working on something like this than working on a different type of project.
Well, for me as a Christian, it was important to have something like this out in the culture, especially at Christmas time, because I hadn't realized that there actually has not been a nativity movie at Christmas time, ever.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right.
So it's about time.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to be able to be part of a cast that included Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and Tracy Morgan and Zach Levi and Gina Rodriguez and Kristen Chenoweth. I mean, it's just this outrageous group of wonderful talent. And as you said, to do an animated version through the eyes of the animals opens up opportunities to have humor, to have physical comedy, to have people see the story in a whole new way. It humanizes Mary and Joseph in a new way. So I think it just, opens people up more. And of course, to have a movie that you can take the entire family to, there's not always that offering at Christmas time. So it was great to be a part to that.
That's really interesting. It's funny, until this conversation.
Yeah, you didn't think about that, yeah.
No, but that's really interesting. So, I mean, do you see the movie, do you see or identify certain universal pieces of advice or aspects that you think are projected to anybody who goes to see it?
Yes, I mean, I think that element of forgiveness, that's so important. I think in the culture that we're living in right now, and there's quite a bit of divisiveness, in the movie you see this sort of divisiveness come together in the end, and everyone brought together in peace through the birth of this child. So I think that's probably a good reminder going into the holidays with all the turmoil going on around the world, that we have a message of hope for peace.
There's something about resolving something that seems unresolvable.
Yes.
I mean, I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you put your finger on it, because it's very true. I mean, maybe that's one of the things that most surprises us now from seeing like a story like this.
Yes.
All right. So, I mean, for voice acting, I don't know if you've done a tremendous amount of voice.
Not a lot.
I don't think so.
No, I was the lunch lady in one episode of Danny Phantom, and I loved doing it. And it's funny to be able to do Edith. And as we were kind of playing around with it in the recording session, I started going more and more into sort of like my Midwestern Cleveland twang. And it's funny because my high school drama teacher said, if you don't get rid of that Cleveland accent, you will never work as an actor. And so I sort of consciously had sort of tried to round out my tones and vowels a little bit, to the point where one of the first jobs I had was on Matlock, which was this show. You're too young. You've never even heard of Matlock,
no,
right?
I remember.
Okay,
I remember.
Which is like 1,000 years ago, right? And I saw him. I was playing a witness on the stand, and I was speaking in some kind of like, what is that? What am I, from England or something? I was like speaking in these rounded tones, And so it was nice to be able to do Edith and just be like back in my back in my nasal passages and just really sort of enjoy it. And I think it works for Edith.
Excellent. No, I thought it was great. And yeah, nothing seemed prevented there.
Yes. Right, good.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Patricia.
nice
Thanks.
to talk to you.
Very nice to talk to you.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.